Radhika deals with second-hand goods. She bought a second-hand refrigerator for 8,000 rupees. She spent 500 on transportation and 500 on its repair. She sells refrigerator for 9,900. Then find the profit or loss percentage. So she bought a second-hand refrigerator for 8,000 and transportation cost is equal to 500 and repair cost is equal to 500. So total cost price is equal to 8,000 plus 500 plus 500 is equal to 9,000 total cost price. She sells the refrigerator for 9,900. So cost price is equal to 9,000 and selling price is equal to 9,900. So first we take the total cost price. Total cost price is equal to 8,500. 500 is equals to 9,000 and selling price. Selling price is equals to 9,900. So selling price is greater than the cost price. So here we have the profit. So profit is equals to selling price minus cost price, that equals to 900. 9,900 minus 9,900. Now find the profit or loss percentage. So here we have the profit. So we are finding the profit percentage. So profit percentage is equals to formula profit by CP into 100. Profit by CP into 100. Profit is equals to 900 by CP is equal to total CP 9,000 into 100. Now these are cancelled. Now this is 9 is cancelled by 10 times. So profit is equals to 10%. The length, breadth and height of a room are 18 meter, 24 meter, 30 meter respectively. Find the length of the instrument that can measure all the dimensions of the room in exact number of times. Length to breadth to height are given. So L is equals to 8, length is equals to, breadth is equals to 24 and height is equals to 30. These are the measurements of the room. Then what is the length of the instrument that can measure all the dimensions in exact number of times? So to find the length of the instrument that can measure all the dimensions in the exact number of times, we can take the HCD of these three numbers. So first we are finding the HCD of the three numbers. 18. First 18 can be taken as 2 into 9, that is 2 into 3 into 3. And this is 6 into 4. 6 into 4 is equal to 2 into 3 into 2 into 2. And 30. 3 into 10. 3 into 10 is equals to 3 into 10 value 5 into 2. Now we are taking the common numbers in these numbers. 2, 2, 2. 2 is the number which is common in both of the three numbers. And also 3, 3, 3. 3 is also the common number among the three numbers. Therefore, HCD, highest common divisor, is equals to 2 into 3. Among the these three numbers, 2 into 3 is the common number. So 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Now with this length of the instrument, we can measure all the dimensions with exact number of times. For example, 18. This is the 18 length. Now we can measure this 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. Now this length 16 is measured by 3 times with the instrument of the length 6. And next value 24. 24 means 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, that is 24. Now this can also be measured by the length of instrument of the length 6. And last dimension 30. 30 means 6 6 6 6 6. 1 2 3 4 5. 6 into 5 is equal to 30. That is the length of the instrument that can be used to measure these three lengths is equals to 6. Next problem. 30 kgs of rice is needed for a family of 6 members. How many kgs of rice will be needed if the members in the house increase to 16? 30 kgs needed to 6 members, to the family of 6 members. 30 kgs. 30 kgs of rice is needed to the family of 6 members. 6 members. Now, how many kgs of rice? Now, how many kgs of rice will be needed to the family of 16 members? So we are taking this value is equals to x first. Let number of kgs of rice needed is x. We are taking this value as x. Then by the proportionality, x by 30 is equal to 16 by 6. X by 30 is equal to 16 by 6. That is, it is cancelled by 5 times. Then x is equals to 16 into 5. That is, x is equals to 80. So 80 kgs of rice will be needed. First problem, A and B can do a piece of work in 12 days. If A alone can finish the same work in 20 days, in how many days B alone can finish the work? So A and B can do a piece of work in 12 days. A plus B can finish your work in 12 days. So A plus B is 1 day's work. A plus B is 1 day work is equals to 1 by 12. Okay, A plus B can finish your work in 12 days. A plus B is 1 day work is equal to 1 by 12. 1 day work. And next condition, A alone can finish the same work in 20 days. A can finish the work in 20 days. That is A's 1 day's work. A's 1 day work is equals to 1 by 20. A can finish the 20 days. A's 1 day 1 by 20. Now in how many days B alone can finish the work? So first we find the B's 1 day's work. B 1 day work is equals to A plus B's 1 day work minus A's 1 day work. That is 1 by 12 minus 1 by 20. Now taking LCM, 120 LCM, 120 10 times minus 20. 20 is cancelled by 6 times is equals to 4 by 120, and this is equals to 1 by 30. That is B's 1 day's work is equals to 1 day work is equals to 1 by 30. Therefore B can complete the total work in 30 days. So answer is 30. B can complete the work in 30 days. Next problem. A rubber ball is dropped from certain height. It is found rebounds only 90% of the previous height. If it is dropped from the top of a 125 meter tall building, to what height would it rise after bouncing on ground 2 times? A rubber ball is dropped from certain height. So first here given that from the top of a 125 meter tall building the ball is dropped. So first we are taking the 125 meter tall building. This is a building of height 125 meters, and from the top of the building we have dropped one ball on the ground. So actually we are dropping the ball from the height of 125 meters, but it reaches only up to 125 meters, 90% of 120 meters. And after the second time also, at the second time bouncing second times, after the second bouncing also it reaches at the height of only 90%. That is required answer is equals to actual height is 125 into after the first bouncing it reaches only 90% of the height. That is 125 into 90 by 100. Again at the second bouncing also it reaches the 90% of the height. That is into 90 by 100. That is these two are cancelled. Now 25 5 so 25 4 so. That is 5 into 81 by 4 is equals to 405 by 4. Taking division 101.25. That is answer is equals to 101.25.